Hey guys, just want to give you a little heads up in advance. Starting on the 24th and lasting all the way through the 29th, my G Fuel code Immortal is going to be boosted to 30% off, meaning you can save a lot more money on your order than you would normally be able to. It's pretty much the perfect time to stock up for MW if you plan on grinding out the game, or if you just simply want to try out G Fuel for the very first time. So definitely keep an eye out for that starting later this week, and now on to the regular video. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly there at this point. The official launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare is only a little ways away now as we approach the end of the week, and I think it is safe to say that the hype is at an all-time high. Throughout the 2 beta weekends we got to experience, and all of the various blog posts and trailers that Activision and Infinity Ward have dropped over the past few months, we are headed into MW with a ton of knowledge on the game. And while I'm sure there is going to be plenty of surprises and secrets to discover on day 1 and throughout the coming weeks and months, there is also plenty of info already out there about the game and the content within it. So today, with MW's release so close now, I figured I would sit down and break down a handful of things you need to do in order to be fully prepared for the game when it drops here shortly. Before we jump into all of that though, if you are new here, we are going to have an absolute ton of MW content from here on out, so if you do want to stay up to date with the latest news and intel, amongst plenty of other things as well, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on, that way you'll always know when a new video goes live. And of course, if you enjoy this one, let me know by dropping a like rating on it, as it would be much appreciated. And now let's get into everything you need to do to prepare for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So first and foremost, let's start off with pre-ordering. If you haven't pre-ordered the game yet, you do still have some time to do so, but of course it's really only worth pre-ordering if you for sure want to play the game this week. If you are someone who is going to wait and see how the game looks in its final form for a little while before making up your mind, then pre-ordering is definitely not the way to go necessarily. But if you know for sure you are going to be playing this game and you want to play it ASAP, honestly, pre-ordering does you no harm. As far as pre-ordering goes, you can do it through a retailer like GameStop, for instance, or whatever store you may have in your area, or you can do it digitally from your console or your PC. And either way you do it, there are some bonuses up for grabs, which is why pre-ordering is more worthwhile if you know you are going to be active on the game right away. For digital pre-orders, you have the option of the Standard Edition, the Operator Edition, or the Operator Enhanced Edition, each offering more bonuses than the last. The Standard Edition grants you access to a Prestige token in Black Ops 4, the Price Blackout character in Blackouts, the base game, the XRK weapons pack, and also a custom in-game tactical knife. The Operator Edition grants you access to all of that, plus the All Gillied Up, the Crew Expendable, and the War Pig Operator packs. Then the Operator Enhanced Edition grants you access to all of that, plus 3,000 COD points. Now, in my opinion, if you are going to pre-order digitally, the Operator Edition is by far the most worthwhile, since you end up getting all the cool in-game bonuses without having to pay the extra price of the Operator Enhanced Edition just for some bonus COD points. As far as the retailer pre-order goes for the physical copies, if you pre-order at GameStop, you get a Call of Duty Endowment calling card in-game. For pre-ordering at Game UK, you get 3 hours of double XP and a Captain Price figurine, and for pre-ordering on Amazon UK, you get a Recon Drone bonus digital content pack, which comes with a weapon charm, a calling card, and also an emblem. So if any of those bonuses do appeal to you, it might be worth it to try and pre-order the game in the next few hours to ensure you can get those exclusive items that probably won't be available after launch. Moving on, something else you should definitely do to prepare for the launch of MW is preload the game if the option is available for you. Now, if you pre-ordered a digital copy on Xbox, PS4, or PC, you can actually preload the game right now. That way, once it releases in your time zone, you can jump on and play right away, instead of having to wait for the game to install upon launch night. For preloading this year, things are actually a bit different, as this time around we have multiple different packs in a sense to download, each varying in size. For instance, on PS4 you have the multiplayer pack, which is 6.2 gigs, the campaign pack, which is 16.3 gigs, the Spec Ops pack, which is 12.7 gigs, the survival pack, which is 2 gigs, and also a second Spec Ops pack, which is another 2.6 gigs, totaling out at just under 40 gigs in total size. Whereas over on Xbox, the total size of everything is 45 gigs. But in total, Xbox also details that the eventual size of Modern Warfare will reach upwards of 130 gigs, so you will need plenty of space for this game regardless of what platform you are playing on. As I mentioned though, the benefit of preloading is that once the game drops, you can jump on and play right away. That said, for digital copies of the game on PC, the game will be going live worldwide at 6 p.m. Pacific or 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday the 24th. Then, for Xbox One and PS4, in North America specifically, it'll also drop at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on the 24th, whereas everywhere else, it'll drop at midnight in your local time on Friday, October 25th. Of course, if you pre-ordered a physical copy of the game through a retailer, the release time there strictly depends on your retailer in specific, and then you'll have to go ahead and install the game before you actually get to play it. Next up, another thing you should do to prepare for MW is stock up on some double XP if you plan on grinding out levels in the near future, and to do this you can go out and pick up some select items from Mountain Dew and Doritos. We're pretty much throwing it back to the classic COD days with this promo, as marked bottles of Mountain Dew will give you double XP, marked cans of Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel will give you double XP, and also marked bags of Doritos will do the same too. But as far as promotional items go, the Mountain Dew and Doritos double XP is not the only bonus unlock you can get this year, as there's actually a handful of other bonus items that you may want to check out before they end up selling out or they become unavailable. For buying a Scuff Vantage 2 MW themed controller, you can end up getting a Sniper Scope weapon charm. For purchasing the Modern Warfare Performance thumbsticks from Control Freak, you can get an animated calling card, use code IMMORTAL by the way. If you purchase the Making of Call of Duty book on Amazon, you can get a bonus operator skin. If you buy select NVIDIA GeForce RTX graphics cards, you can get a PC version of the game. The Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel cans can also grant you access to an operator skin. Purchasing a Call of Duty figure from McFarlane Toys can get you a Toy Soldier weapon charm. And lastly, purchasing specially marked packages of Totinos will grant you access to a calling card, a custom watch, and also a special weapon charm that Nadeshot actually helped design. So if any of those interest you, all of those promotions are actively going on right now. Now, one last thing I did also want to mention is that this year, despite MW sharing the same name as the series that arguably launched Call of Duty into the spotlight way back when, the campaign this year does not connect or tie into the campaigns from Modern Warfare 1, 2, and/or 3. The campaign this year is a soft reboot, thus why we see Captain Price returning even though the story is not a prequel or a sequel to anything that we've seen in Modern Warfare before. And reportedly, we are going to see some other familiar faces return from the original MW storyline throughout the campaign this year as well. So despite the same characters appearing in both the OG story and also this soft reboot, none of their actions or development carries over from the previous storyline into this one. This time around, instead, the campaign will follow the likes of Captain John Price, Sergeant Kyle Garrick, Alex aka Echo 31, Kate Laswell, Farah and Hadir Karim, the Butcher, and also the Wolf. So we're going to have plenty of story to follow this year, and on top of that, we also know that the campaign story ties into Spec Ops and multiplayer as well. So the things you see take place in the campaign will be expanded upon in Spec Ops, and we'll also see some familiar faces and environments from the campaign over in multiplayer too. Also, in case you missed it, I will throw up a card on the screen right now in the upper right, where you can go and check out the backstory of all the characters that I just mentioned. And quite honestly, I think knowing the history and the backstory of each character in specific will definitely help you understand what's at stake within the campaign this year. So hopefully with all of that knowledge in mind, you can head into the game a little more prepared for what's to come, at least as far as the overall storyline goes. With all of that being said though, that is effectively everything you need to do or everything you need to know in order to be fully prepared for Modern Warfare, and that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video or if you're just excited for MW, drop a like on it, give it a big old thumbs up as it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you are new here to the channel and you want to stay on top of the latest things happening in the world of Call of Duty, ranging from news to leaks to updates and pretty much everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on, that way you'll always know when a new video goes live. As always, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links are listed down in the description below. And once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.